She opened up about the longest pregnancy ever before she got the shocking news. Timpf posted on social media detailing the bittersweet day she experienced before welcoming her first child with her husband, Cameron Friscia. In a lengthy post on X, Timpf, who previously joked on Gutfeld that this was the longest pregnancy of all time, wrote about finding out she had breast cancer 15 hours prior to going into labor. The Fox News host and comedian titled the post, "An Unconventional Birth Announcement. Last week, I welcomed my first child into the world. About 15 hours before I went into labor, I was diagnosed with breast cancer," she began. Timpf immediately eased followers' worries by letting people know she's currently in stage 0 and is confident the cancer hasn't spread. Despite her doctor's positive outlook on the diagnosis, she said it was definitely not an easygoing day. "I woke up more than a week past due pregnant, completely consumed by doing everything I could to get the baby out," she described. "By the middle of the afternoon, I was waddling around from appointment to appointment, talking about how to get my cancer out. Finally, by the middle of the night, I was crawling around on the floor of my apartment in spontaneous labor, before heading to the hospital to meet my baby, whom I'd learned at the time of birth was a son." Ever the optimist, Timpf appreciated that the hospital staff laughed along at her dark humor. "These next 3 months of maternity leave are going to look a lot different than I'd anticipated, and I'm still getting used to my new reality," she wrote. "Still, as I navigate new motherhood and new cancer, I'm learning to celebrate everything I can. I'm lucky that we found the cancer so early. I'm lucky to be my son's mom. I mean, I know I'm biased, but the little dude absolutely rules, and not just because he might have saved my life." Timpf ended her post by thanking everyone for their support as she embraces this wildly unexpected chapter. "Thank you all for your support, laughter, and love as I embrace this wildly unexpected chapter," she wrote. "Here's to resilience, to miracles in the midst of chaos, and to finding humor and hope even on the toughest days." Timpf first opened up about her pregnancy in an essay for Fox News titled, "My Mom Died 10 Years Ago This Election Day, and I'm Pregnant with My First Child." In the comical reflective essay, Timpf reflects on her first trimester, life without her mother, and the world's current political state. "Finding out I was pregnant was also nothing like I thought it would be," she wrote in her essay published on July 31, 2024. "In my imagination, I would wake my husband, who would sit up abruptly, look at the test, and be overwhelmed by this life-changing moment, leading us into a passionate embrace that we'd remember for the rest of our lives. The reality? I had a hard time waking him up, and when I finally did rouse him, he said he couldn't really see the line and rolled back over to sleep." Timpf ended her essay by promoting her book, "I Used to Like You Until," which came out in September.